All right, let's talk about something that's secretly stealing your joy, and you probably don't even realize it's happening. Today, we're gonna unmask the happiness thief.
Okay, let me ask you something. You ever have one of those days where everything's going great, right? You're feeling good, then you pop open Instagram, maybe TikTok, you start scrolling, and bam, your mood just plummets. You see someone on a perfect vacation or with that new gadget, and suddenly your whole day feels ruined. Sound familiar?
Well, if that feeling hits home, I want you to know something really important. In that moment, you're not failing. You're not a bad person. No, you're actually being robbed. Something is literally being stolen from you.
And the name of this thief? It's envy. You know, the legendary investor Charlie Munger, he had the absolute best take on this. He called it the only deadly sin you can't have any fun with. And he's so right. I mean, think about it. All the others, they at least have some kind of fleeting pleasure, right? But envy? Nope. It just makes you feel miserable. End of story. So, to really see how this happiness thief works, let me tell you a quick story. It's about a kid named Alex and, well, an iPhone that almost completely wrecked his friendship.
So you've got Alex and Jaden. They're best friends, totally inseparable. And they're both obsessed with the same thing, getting the brand new iPhone. So launch day finally arrives, and Jaden gets the phone, Alex doesn't. And you can just picture it, right? Everyone's crowding around Jaden, checking it out. Alex is standing there, forcing a smile, but inside, oh man, that familiar, ugly feeling starts twisting in his stomach. And that feeling, that envy, it's like a poison. It starts seeping into everything. Alex gets grumpy, he gets distant, he starts picking stupid fights over nothing. And the most important thing in his life, his friendship with Jaden, is starting to fall apart. But luckily, Alex's dad sees what's going on, and he drops this piece of absolute gold on him. He says, look, envy is a happiness thief, but here's the secret weapon: learn to admire without resenting. And that's the whole key, isn't it? It's not about not wanting things. It's about changing how you react when somebody else gets it before you do.
And this is straight out of the Charlie Munger playbook. This is a guy who watched his business partners become billionaires literally right next to him, and he never felt a single pang of jealousy. Why? Because he decided a long time ago that his own peace of mind was worth more than any amount of money.
So Alex thinks, okay, what have I got to lose? He gives it a shot. The next time he sees the phone, he feels that same hot flash of resentment. But this time, he forces himself to think, you know what? Good for him. That camera is actually sick. And it's like a switch flips. The weight just lifts off his shoulders. And their friendship? Totally saved. So what Alex stumbled upon is something we could call a billionaire's secret superpower. It's this tiny little mindset shift that literally acts like a shield for your happiness, especially in a world that seems designed to make you feel like you're never, ever enough.
And let's be honest, our phones are just envy factories, aren't they? Social media isn't real life. It's a highlight reel. It's everyone else's greatest hits. So you're sitting there comparing your everyday bloopers to their blockbuster movie, and that's a game you are guaranteed to lose every single time. This all leads to the one core idea that just completely breaks envy's logic. This is the big one from Munger's way of thinking. Someone else's win is not your loss. I'll say it again. Someone else's win is not your loss. It only feels that way because that little thief is whispering lies in your ear.
Okay, let's make this super concrete. Jaden gets a new iPhone. Does that make your phone suddenly worse? No, it works exactly the same as it did 5 minutes ago. Mr. Beast hits 300 million subs. Does that mean there's one less subscriber out there for you? Of course not. Their reality doesn't actually factually negatively impact your reality at all.
Okay, so we get the problem, right? We understand the big idea. But how do we actually do this? How do we fight back when that feeling hits? Let's get super practical. I've got 4 tools for your anti-thief toolkit that you can start using like right now.
So here it is, your anti-thief toolkit. We've got 4 simple but really powerful exercises. There's the 3-second rule, then the what can I learn game. After that, the gratitude bomb. And finally, the ninja level move, the send the congrats move. All right, first up, the 3-second rule. Think of this as your first line of defense. The absolute second you feel that little pang of envy, just stop. That's it. Count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then force yourself in your head or even out loud to just say, good for them. I know, it's going to feel so fake at first. But trust me on this. If you keep doing it, it actually starts to rewire your brain's default reaction.
Okay, next up, we're going to turn that envy into fuel. Instead of just sitting there and resenting someone's success, you're going to ask a question. What did they actually do to get that? So you see someone with 50,000 TikTok followers? Ask yourself how. Maybe they posted every single day for a year. You see a gamer with these insane clips? Ask how. They probably practiced for thousands of hours. All of a sudden, that resentment isn't resentment anymore. It's a roadmap. You're seeing the hard work, not just the shiny end result.
All right, exercise number 3 is the gratitude bomb. See, envy is all about focusing on what you don't have. So the perfect antidote is to force your brain to focus on what you do have. The moment you catch yourself feeling envious, just whip out your phone, open a note, and list 3 things, just 3, that you're thankful for right then and there. It can be super simple, your coffee, your dog, anything. It's a tiny action that completely shifts your perspective.
And last but not least, this is the black belt move, the send the congrats move. When you see someone get something that you really, really wanted, be the first person to message them, send that text, leave that comment. I'm telling you, every part of your brain is going to scream, no! Do it anyway. Because in that moment, you're not just making their day, which you are, you're proving to yourself that you are in control, not the envy. It's a huge win-win.
Okay, we've covered a lot. We've broken it down. Now it's time to actually put it into practice. So, I'm giving you a mission for this week. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. This week, I want you to catch that happiness thief in the act just 3 times. That's it. Every time you catch it, use the 3-second rule. Then just once, when you're scrolling, try playing the What Can I Learn game. And finally, be brave. Send one of those risky congrats messages. Just one. Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. Admiration plus 0 resentment equals a superpower. The ability to genuinely be happy for someone else's success, that's not just some feel-good platitude. It is a real-life superpower that will guard your own happiness and your own peace of mind. Look, the happiness thief is very real, and chances are he's been robbing you for years. So the only question left is, are you ready to fire him?